Okay. Good evening, everyone. Welcome to today's session. So today's session about construction programming, project management, and body beam. I think this will be a very interesting session for you all. So I will continue this session in Sinhala. Then you will understand the whole thing in better way. අපි අද එකතු වෙලා ඉන්නේ ප්‍රොජෙක්ට් මැනේජ්මන්ට් සහ 4D team ගැන කතා කරන්න. අද සෙෂන් එක අපි ඕගනයිස් කරලා තින්නේ University of Morocco students ලාට අපි කොහොමද මේ ප්‍රොජෙක්ට් මැනේජ්මන්ට් efficiently use කරන්නේ මේ softwares එක කියලා. එතකොට විශේෂයෙන්ම අපි මෙතන දිගට ගන්නවා Microsoft Project කියන software එක, ඊට පස්සේ Primavera කියන software එක, Navisworks කියන software එක සහ BEXEL Manager කියන software එක. මේකේ වැදගත්කම ගැන ඔයාලට පැහැදිලි කරොත් ඔයාලා හැමෝම දන්නව ඇති කන්ස්ට්‍රක්ෂන් ඉන්ඩස්ට්‍රි එක දැන් තියෙන ඉකොනොමික් ක්‍රයිසිස් එකත් එක්ක ටිකක් වැටිලා තියෙන්නේ. අපි ඊටාම අසීරු අඩියක ඉන්නේ කන්ස්ට්‍රක්ෂන් ඉන්ඩස්ට්‍රි එකක් විදිහට. එතකොට අපි මේ කන්ස්ට්‍රක්ෂන් ඉන්ඩස්ට්‍රි එකේ තවත් කාලයක් යද්දී හරියාකාරව මේ ක්‍රයිසිස් එක නිසි ආකාරයෙන්ම නිමා වුවොත් අපිට ගොඩක් වෙලාවට කාලය කියන දේ ඉතාම වැදගත් වෙනවා. එතකොට කන්ස්ට්‍රක්ෂන් ගොඩක් ඩිලේ වෙලා තියෙන්නේ මේ ඉකොනොමික් ක්‍රයිසිස් එක නිසා, කන්ස්ට්‍රක්ෂන් ප්‍රොජෙක්ට්ස් වැහිලා තියෙන නිසා. එතකොට අපි අලුතෙන්ම ඉන්ඩස්ට්‍රි එකට යන ක්වොන්ටිටි සර්වර්ස්ලා විදිහට අපි මේ කන්ස්ට්‍රක්ෂන් ප්‍රෝග්‍රෑමින් කොහොමද මේ ටයිම් එක මැනේජ් කරගන්නේ? මේ දේවල් සම්බන්ධව අපි හොඳ දැනුමකින් සමන්විත වෙන්න ඕනේ. අපි ක්වොන්ටිටි සර්වර්ස්ලා විදිහට අපිට කන්ස්ට්‍රක්ෂන් ප්‍රෝග්‍රෑම් එකක් හදන්න දුන්නොත් අපිට Excel විතරක් පුළුවන් වෙලා මදි. අපි MS ප්‍රොජෙක්ට් ගැන knowledge එක අපිට අනිවාර්යෙන් තියෙන්න ඕනේ. ඊට අමතරව දැන් ඉන්ඩස්ට්‍රි එකේ පාවිච්චි කරන නවීනතම software එක තමයි programming වලට construction programming වලට Primavera software එක. ඒ දේවල් ගැන අපි ඉතා හොඳින් දැනගෙන ඉන්න ඕනේ. ඊට අමතරව අපි 4D BIM ගැන කතා කරනවා නම් 4D BIM ගොඩක් වෙලාට ලංකාවේ ගොඩක් වෙලාවට යූස් වෙන්නේ නැහැ. නමුත් සමහර ප්‍රොජෙක්ට්ස් වල දැන් 4D BIM කියන තාක්ෂණය යූස් වෙනවා. නමුත් අපි අදිෂ්ඨානයක් තියනවා නම් අපිට වෙනත් රටක සේවය කරන්න, විශේෂයෙන්ම ඇමරිකා, ඕස්ට්‍රේලියා, නිව්සීලන්ත, මිඩල් ඊස්ට් රීජන් එකේ වැඩ කරන්න ඕන නම් හැමෝම දන්නවා Autodesk ලගේ ප්‍රොජෙක්ට් BIM 360 එකේ management software එක Navisworks කියන software එක Navisworks කියන software එක අපිට දැනගෙන ඉන්න ඕනේ. මේ Navisworks software එක ගැන දල හැඳින්වීමක් කරනවා නම් අපිට මේකෙන් පුළුවන් construction program එක අපිට හදා ගන්න පුළුවන් MS project Primavera නැත්නම් අපිට Excel එකෙන් උනත් construction program එකක් හදා ගන්න පුළුවන්. ඒ හදා ගන්න construction program එක අපිට පුළුවන් මේ Navisworks software එකත් එක්ක link කරන්න. එසේ link කරලා අපිට පුළුවන් construction project එකේ 3D simulation එකක් හදාගන්න මේ Navisworks software එකත් සමග. MS project software එකට Primavera software එක සමානකමක් දක්වනවා වගේම අපිට Navisworks software එකට සමානකමක් දක්වන තවත් software එකක් තමයි BEXEL manager කියන software එක. මේ BEXEL manager කියන එකත් 4D BIM software එකක්. එතකොට ඒකත් අපිට භාවිතා කරන්න පුළුවන් construction project management වලට. කලින් සඳහන් කර පරිදි මේ construction programming knowledge එක අපේ profession එකට added advantage එකක්. මම හිතනවා ඔයාලා දැන් industry එක ගැන මම හිතනවා ඔයාලගේ seniors ලාගෙන් අහගෙන නැත්නම් ඔයාලගේ යහළුවන්ගෙන් industry එකේ වැඩ කරන ඔයාලට වැඩිම යහළුවන්ගෙන් ඔයාලා අහගෙන ඇති දැන් construction industry එකේ තත්ත්වය. ගොඩක් මගේ students ලා මම ලංකාවේ 5D BIM උගන්වන ගුරුවරයෙක් විදිහට මගේ ස්ටුඩන්ට්ස් ලා මෙතන කීප දෙනෙක් ඉන්නවා. කන්ස්ට්‍රක්ෂන් ක්වොන්ටිටි සර්වේස් වල මම 500කට අධික ප්‍රමාණයක් ට්‍රේන් කරලා තියෙනවා 5D BIM software එක කීපකස් කියන software එක. ගොඩක් මගේ ස්ටුඩන්ට්ස් ලා පාස් අවුට් වෙලා වර්ක් කරන ස්ටුඩන්ට්ස් ලා සහ ඉන්ඩස්ට්‍රි එකේ ඉන්න ස්ටුඩන්ට්ස් ලා දැන් මගෙන් අහන්න පටන් ගන්නවා. ඒ කට්ටියගේ ජොබ්ස් නැති වෙලා ඒ කට්ටිය අසීරු අඩියකට ඇවිල්ලා ඉන්නවා. එතකොට මම හිතනවා පෞද්ගලිකව මම හිතනවා ඉස්සරහට ඉන්ඩස්ට්‍රි එකේ සර්වයිව් වෙන්න නම් quantity surveying knowledge එක විතරක් මදි වෙයි. මොකද job අහිමි වෙච්ච quantity surveys වල ගොඩාක් ප්‍රමාණයක් ඉන්නවා. එතකොට ඉස්සරහට ඉන්ඩස්ට්‍රි එකේ සර්වයිව් වෙන්න නම් Tamanට quantity surveying වලට අමතරව added skills තියෙනවා. මේක arbitration හෝ වේවා ඊට පස්සේ මේ software skills වේවා දැන් මම ඔයාලට උගන්වන්නේ මේ project management software skill වේවා නැත්නම් 3D BIM skill එක වේවා නැත්නම් 5D BIM skill එක වේවා ඒ වගේ added qualification ඔයාලට ඕන වෙයි ඉස්සරහට industry එකේ survive වෙන්න. ඒ කාරණා මත පදනම් කරගෙන තමයි අපි මේ course එක design කරලා තියෙන්නේ. මම ඔයාලට මේක ගැන වැඩිදුර කතා කරන්න නැතුව මම අවස්ථාව දෙන්නම් අපේ ලෙක්චරර්ට මේක කන්ඩක්ට් කරගෙන යන්න. මම ලෙක්චරර්ට අවස්ථාව දෙන්න කලින් මම ලෙක්චරර් ගැන යම් හැඳින්වීමක් ඔයාලට කරන්නම්. එතකොට ඔයාලට ඉතාලියෙන් එයා ගැන විස්තර ඔයාලට දැනගන්න පුළුවන්. මම ස්ක්‍රීන් එක ෂෙයා කරන්නම්. අද හැමෝටම මගේ ස්ක්‍රීන් එක නැති කියලා. ඕකේ. ලෙක්චරර්ගේ නම කැප්ටන් අනෝජන්. ශ්‍රී ලංකා ආමියකේ කැප්ටන් කෙනෙක් විදිහට වැඩ කරනවා. සීනියර් කැප්ටන් කෙනෙක් විදිහට වැඩ කරනවා. මෙයාට qualifications විදිහට ගත්තොත් කැප්ටන් අනෝජන්ට BSc Honors in Quantity Surveying. He's working as a BIM consultant. He's following BTech Civil Engineering degree. Then he has diploma in construction project planning and Primavera. Then he has followed the certificate in BEXEL management. So කැප්ටන් අනුජන්ගේ කැරියර් එක ගත්තොත් එහෙම කැප්ටන් අනුජන්ට ඩබල් ඩිග්‍රීස් තියෙනවා. මිලිටරි ඩිග්‍රී එක සහ quantity surveying honors degree එක. තව මෙයාගේ රෙකෝඩ් එක ගත්තොත් එහෙම කොතලාව ඩිෆෙන්ස් යුනිවර්සිටි එකේ එයාගේ බැච් එකේ රෙකෝඩ් එකක් තියලා එයා වැඩිම GPA එක වාර්තා කරලා තියෙනවා එයාගේ කැම්පස් එකේ. ඊට අමතරව කැප්ටන් අනෝජන් දැනට වැඩ කරනවා ආමි හොස්පිටල් එකේ චීෆ් quantity surveyor ආමි හොස්පිටල් ප්‍රොජෙක්ට් එකේ චීෆ් quantity surveyor සහ ප්‍රොජෙක්ට් ප්‍රෝග්‍රෑමර් කෙනෙක් විදිහට. මම තවදුරටත් කැප්ටන් අනෝජන් ගැන හඳුන්වලා දෙන්න යන්නේ නැහැ. මම එයාට බාර කරනවා මේ මොකද්ද project management කියන්නේ මොකද්ද MS project program එක සහ Primavera කොහොමද අපි use කරන්නේ. ඊට පස්සේ අපි building information modeling එක familiar වෙන එකේ වැදගත්කම මොකද්ද මේ Navisworks software කියන්නේ මොකද්ද මේ BEXEL manager software කියලා. මම English වලින් කියන්නම්. So now I would like to hand over the session to Captain Anojan. So he will explain you what is this MS project software, what is Primavera software, what is the importance of building information modeling, and this 4D BIM, and he will explain all the things to you. I think this will be a very, very important session to you because in order to survive in the industry, I think this knowledge as a quantity surveyor, I think you have to learn more about time-related claim management and construction programming because now due to the economical condition of Sri Lanka, most of the construction projects has stopped. So after the crisis, when you entering into a new industry, so you have to have very good knowledge regarding construction programming and project management because you have to deal with lot of time related claims, EOT claims and all. So I think now I'm going to hand over the session to Captain Anujan. He will explain you further. It's over to you, Captain Anujan. We will only take 30 to 40 minutes top. So this will be short and sweet, but interesting session. මේක අපි ගොඩක් වෙලා ගන්න අපි ඔයාලගේ කාලේ ගොඩක් මේකට වැය කරන්න කියලා කියන්නේ මොකද කාලේ දැන් ඉතාම වැදගත්. ඔයාලා ඉස්සර සිටුේෂන් එකේදී යම් කිසි ගෝල් එකකට යම් කිසි ඉලක්කයකට ඔයාලගේ මනස 150ක් මෙහෙවුවා නම් දැන් ඔයාලට ඒක 30% වලින් වැඩි කරන්න වෙලා තියෙනවා. අපේ දැන් රටේ තියෙන තත්ත්වය නිසා. ඔයාලට අලුත් opportunities ගැන හිතන්න වෙලා තියෙනවා. ඔයාලට රාමයෙන් පිට හිතලා ඒ decisions වලට යන්න වෙලා තියෙනවා. ඒක නිසා මම ඔයාලගේ කාලය ගොඩක් නාස්ති කරන්න බලාපොරොත්තු වෙන්නේ නැහැ. මම මේකට උපරිම විනාඩි 30ක් 40ක් වගේ ප්‍රමාණයක් තමයි ගන්න. ඒකෙන් ඔයාලා knowledge එක ගන්න. ඊට පස්සේ ඔයාලා decide කරන්න මේ course එක through යනවද නැද්ද කියලා. එහෙනම් මම අපේ අනුජන්ට බාර දෙනවා කරගෙන යන්න කියලා session එක. එයා ඔයාලට මේක explain කරයි. මේක ගොඩක් interesting session එකක්. මේ අලුත් දෙයක් ඔයාලා ඉගෙන ගනි. මම හිතනවා MS project primavera නම් ඔයාලා අහලා ඇති. නමුත් මේ අලුත් technology එක Naviswork සහ BEXEL manager කියන එක ඉතාම වැදගත් වේ. It's over to you, Captain Anujan. You can continue with the session.
Yeah, thank you, Dilna, and welcome you all for this introductory sessions regarding the project management and the BIM 4D. So as Tilda mentioned, so I'm Anujan. I'm a BIM consultant, and this also I'm working as a freelancer. Especially these days, I'm involving in the softwares on Navisworks, BEXEL Manager, Costex, and with that the Primavera and MS project for various projects for their as a freelancer for their purpose. And before I start these introductory sessions, I think it's better to watch this video.
So we can't see your screen. I think I have allowed you to share your screen, no?
What?
Yeah, we can't see your screen. I think you have to share your screen.
Can you see now?
Yeah. Now we can see. So could you please share it with the sound? We can't.
So that's a small video regarding these sessions. So our main objective of this course, so as a quantity surveyors, now you know that in this construction industry, the project management and the project planning, it is not for a particular professionals. So any of the professionals in the industry can involve. So nowadays also you are an engineer or the quantity surveyor or architect. So when you are going to the high level, especially in the project manager level or in the senior coordinator level, you must know the project management concept, and you should have the capability to do that. In the basic beginning levels, sometimes we think we don't need those things, but if you have to go in your career, so you always think about the career developments for the long run. When you are going up, you need these kind of softwares and the skills. So because these are common for any kind of professions. So in this course, we are going to plan to teach you the 5 main concepts in a one platform. So, and we have planned this main things. We are going to give you the clear idea about the construction planning and management, with the relevance and the suitable tools. So especially normal general tools such as this Primavera and this MS project. With the advanced tools, the 4D BIMS tool, especially this Navisworks and BEXEL Manager. So once this course is complete, we expect that our students will have the clear knowledge about these 5 concepts. And also we are going to provide you the video sessions as well as the lectures notes in the PDF after this complete of the course. So it will useful for you, because sometimes you will not get the chance to use those things at this moment, but after 2 or 3 years or another 5 years you will get a chance to work, or and sometimes some people may get a opportunity to work with these kind of techniques in another 1 or 2 months. So in those time you can refer these notes and the videos, and we will give. So, and that is our main objective. We have to going to guide you in a systematic manner how you can develop your project management skills, especially the planning concept. So this is our main learning outcome. So you have, once the course complete after the 20 sessions, you have a clear idea about what is the project planning and how we can control the plan, as well as what are the tools we are using to planning and the controlling, especially this MS project and the Primavera, how we can handle, how we can do a program, and how we can do this, especially that, as Dilna mentioned, the delay analysis and the claim management. So some I also observed there are some these days the QS are submitting this delay claims to the engineers, but just in one paper and one Excel sheet. So there is no any detail about that planned program, impacted programs, those things. As a quantity survey, then now you know these kind of words. So these kind of words, we don't expect those kind of words in the letters. We need those things in a graphical manner, and you have to prove that. So you have to use the proper delay analysis method and apply the delay analysis method through this MS project or Primavera based on your program. Otherwise, we don't know what is the float, what is the critical path events, how these days came. So it is very difficult for the engineer to evaluate your claim. So for that, the quantity survey should know these kind of knowledge in this MS project and Primavera. Finally, we are going to teach you this 4D BIM. So when I tell about the 4D BIMs, so I don't think whether you have heard about, you may heard about that, and most of the people in Sri Lanka don't know how we can apply, whether it is possible to use in Sri Lanka or not. Likewise, most of the, even the professional in the chartered engineers, chartered quantity service, also thinking that whether it is possible to use in Sri Lanka, or those kinds Sri Lanka like our countries. So what we are going to teach you, the final of this session, you will get a clear idea what is the 4D BIM, how we can prepare a program in for the, if I give you a 2D drawing, and if you give a 3D drawing, how you can plan for that drawing, and how we can do that add that programs and the sequence in the MS project and Primavera. Finally, how you can create the 4D model with those programs and the time and the plan, also same delay analysis and the claim management in the 4D model. So it is more than graphically, and also it is very understandable than this MS project and Primavera when we are doing this time project planning and controlling on 4D BIM tools. So finally, I have you. Then now you may can ask the question. So what is the requirement? Why we need to learn this 4D BIM? So we know the quantity savings. So now we have completed. We are going to complete the degree and we can work. So why we have to follow this this course? So now you know that as according to the construction industry is updating. So that change, you may heard that if you study regarding your organizational behavior subject, there is a subject called change management. Without changing, if you don't change regarding the updating of the world, you can't survive in the world. So you may can complete the degrees in the first class on the batch top, whatever the things. But in the universities, most of the universities, even the University of Marathon, mainly the targeting the students to giving the basic knowledge and the basic concepts. So if you have, they may teach you the computer aided measurements and normal about this, what is BIM and what is the MS project Primavera. But they will not give they don't have the time, because according to our course syllabus and the 4 years degrees or 3 years degrees, there is no enough time to teach these things. But based on the basics, we have to develop, because the industry, especially in the foreign as well as now in the Sri Lanka, is still not developed, but in foreign, if you are like to go to this Middle East or any other developed countries, they are seeking the quantity service or the other professionals, not with their traditional educational qualifications. They're expecting the quantity service or any other professional, they should need some additional knowledge, additional capability, so that because when you know these kind of project management, project planning, and this handling the softwares for the particular things, they can appoint you in additional appointments, not only the QS. If there is no vacancy for QS, they can appoint you for the monitoring section, project management section, project management unit, construction management unit. So that's the reason that you need to learn about this project management as well as the 4D BIM. So for example, nowadays also in Sri Lanka also, most of the contractors are linking with this project in the foreign contractors. The foreign contractors, they are not using the AutoCAD drawing, 2D drawings. They directly prepare the drawings in 3D SketchUp or the Revit. So if I give the SketchUp or Revit, most of the people don't know how we can take the measurements. Even the QS, the 4 years QS, they don't know how we can do this taking off from the SketchUp model or Revit models. So you must know, we must update our knowledge on how to prepare the estimate for the 3D models, as well how we can prepare the plan and the time plan for that particular model. So the industry is seeking the professionals with those qualifications. So if you have to find a good job with a good salary, and if you have to go to the develop in the upper top on your career, definitely you should learn these 4D BIMs. You can't survive in the industry with the traditional methods, but you learned in the university also, likewise in 2000 or 2010. So 2022 and next it will change. So we need to update ourselves. So for that, we are going to conduct these subjects. I've already told the 5 modules. I'm going to break this into 2 phases. Under the first phase, we are going to complete this construction planning and MS project and Primavera, because I have planned this system. Basically, I will teach you the construction planning and the concept is a theoretical subject. When you mention you about the construction planning and concept, at that time, I will change that to the MS project. There's a basic for what is the project and how we can prepare a project and how we can plan. So there is a way to do those things in this MS project as well as Primavera. So likewise, from the planning to controlling and the management, everything, I will teach you what is the theory of the project management and the planning concept. Then we will apply that to the MS project and the Primavera in a real project, not only a theory. I will give you a models, a 2D and the 3D models, and let you to do this program in this MS project and the Primavera, because you are going to do this with a model. I think most of the time you're just doing the programs without any drawings or anything, just thinking and preparing the work breakdown structure and put the date, time and everything we are preparing. But here we are going to give you a model, a real examples we are going to move. And second phase is the 4D BIM. So under this 4D BIM, we are going to learn about how we can convert that 3D model and the construction plan program, how we can join that. So that part is doing through this BIM 4D model. So in there, you can link the program. If you prepare a program in MS project, and if you have a Revit 3D soft drawings, so you can convert that program with your the drawings, 3D drawings in this Navisworks or BEXEL Manager software. So once if you do changes in this MS project because of the delay of the tracking, so if you stop the work and resume, everything auto update to you the 4D model in your model. So in there, again, you can see the time and plan, not only the MS project, you can see that in this BIM 4D also. I will show this the sample of this BIM 4, the Navisworks and the BEXEL Manager, how the time planner and the timeliners are in this, so you will get a clear idea about that. So this is the main things we are going to teach you later. Under the construction planning, you will need what is the construction, what is the planning, and how the controlling. Especially, I'm going to focus how can estimating the durations and the days, when is very difficult for the quantity service, especially quantity service. Even we know as a quantity service, a very suitable person to prepare or become the planning engineer, because we have the basic knowledge in all trades. That means we have the clear idea about what is the structural engineering, what are the construction technology for the civil, as well as we are getting the knowledge about the electrical, also other services. So when you go for the engineer, the electrical engineer doesn't know what is a random rubble masonry. If you go and ask you to the civil engineer, he doesn't know how do the electrical line, what are the components of electricals, what are the works electricals are doing. But the quantity surveys, even we don't have the knowledge about the designing, but we know what are the work scope. So preparing a program and planning, we need that. What are the works going to be held in this project? So, and second challenge the quantity surveys will face, how we can allocate the duration, what is the workforce we are allocating. So there are techniques and there are methods, we are going to teach you that. So with that, you have already you have the knowledge about what are the works in the project, and we after learning about the planning concept and the estimate for the duration and the labor force, you can easily prepare a better and effective program. And also I'm telling as a theoretical part, we will going to apply that theoretical into the MS project. So in the MS project also, you can prepare from the very beginning, we will teach, and we are going to focus the main things. So in the MS project, that this is a big software, which you can't learn it in another 20 or 30 hours, but we will teach whatever your requirement. I'm not going to teach you the all things. So these things is enough for the quantity surveyors to survive and also to get the work, because these are the only the works as in real. Also we are not doing other than these things. So we have as per our course modules, we included what are the real activities taken by the quantity surveyors or other project managers in the industry, and also especially know how to prepare a program and how to prepare the allocating the days, and how we can allocating the resources, and how we can prepare the BOQ through the MS project, and how we can cost those things. And once we complete the program, then we start the monitoring process and controlling process in the MS project by using that tracking method. And again we will doing that earned value management. What is the actual cost, what is the cost we have completed, what are the cost, and the indicators, our performance indicators, and actual financial process, physical process. And also I'm going to teach you what is the method for the delay analysis and the claim submissions. So those things, definitely the claim management and the delay analysis are very important for the quantity surveyors to give you a submission in an effective manner. Otherwise the engineers never care about that those kind of letters and the claim management and these things. So as a quantity service, the degree quality quantity service only know this, how to write the letters and how to request a claim and all things. So when you know that theoretical part with these kind of softwares, it is very catchy and acceptable one. Second one is the Primavera phasing. The Primavera and the MS project are doing the same function, but it is very difficult. The user interface is very different from this MS project and Primavera. So you can't tell that if I know that MS project I can easily, because they are both are doing the same part, so I can do. So that's not possible, because both are doing the same part, but the interface is very different. So not like this AutoCAD and Revit, it is very changed from this MS project and Primavera. But once you know the project concept and the project planning and project management technical terms and the jargons, you can easily catch up the Primavera. So we are going to teach what is the Primavera, what is the difference, especially what is the difference between the MS project and Primavera, and why we learn to the Primavera, because in then the interest is most of the project, not only Sri Lanka, all of the countries, the main two softwares that they are using for the planning and the controlling and monitoring is MS project and Primavera. So if you know this MS project, and if that company is doing with Primavera, so you will get a negative and you will not get a job. So if you tell that I can handle, if you give the program in Primavera, or also I can, if you give the program in this MS project also, I can do, and I can monitor and I can balance. So it is an additional qualification for you. So finally, we are going to move. The main concept is BIM. So if I ask you to what is BIM, I know that you will give the answer, but there's no firm definition like this. In the drawings, you will give number of definitions. So I'm also not going to give you a definition of what is the BIM, but I will give a small things. The requirement of we don't need the definition and big things in regarding the BIM. Our requirement is the building information modeling. We should share the information among the stakeholders. Especially, you know that if a construction progress, the architect is another part, and the structural engineer is in another place, and the MEP engineer is another place, quantity surveyor in another place, and the planning engineer is another place. And when the architect prepare once his sketch and the detailed design, he will send to the structural engineer with the transmittal. Again, he check and he do the structural details and structural designs while they are sending to the service engineers. And it's a big process. And if there are change or if there are mistakes, if the architect or architect often not seen, then the QS also couldn't identify it. So we can identify those issues, coordination issue errors during the construction. So it's big process and waste of money and the waste of time. That's why the most of the project in the initial videos, out of not only Sri Lanka, in worldwide, out of 10, 9 projects are suffering this cost overrun and this construction delay. So those, to avoid those things, our main requirement is we need to coordinate our matters, coordinate real-time coordinates. If I do any change, if I may architect do the change, at that time as a quantity surveyor, I have to know what is the change he did. Otherwise, it is very difficult for us to run the project in the smooth. That's the main requirement of this building information modeling. So I think that is the requirement of the word of I. That's not the building and the modeling. I is the main requirement because we need to share the information among the stakeholders. These are some benefits. I think you may heard about and you will learn to have, I think, learn about your BIM module. So I'm not going to tell about this theory part. And so nowadays we are developing already 8D, 9D, and we are finding other Ds. So here I'm going to teach, we are going to deal about the benefits of the BIM 4D, because you may heard about the 3D, that design, and the 5D, the cost. So the 4D is a little bit new for the industry as well as the BIMs. They are using in this foreign countries. For our people in Sri Lanka, we are not going with this 4D. We are just preparing the program in this project. And we are stopping that, because why we need to learn this 4D BIM? So the MS project and Primavera is not a BIM software. You are preparing the plan, and in the side you are monitoring everything. And in other side you are doing this BIM, preparing 3D and preparing the cost planning and everything. So we mean to link those things, link that MS project and the Primavera program to our BIM, our other processes, the 3D and 5D. We have to link that. So that part doing through this BIM 4D software. So in BIM 4D, then I've got real-time collaboration. Whatever the change, we can identify it at that time. And additional thing that when we sharing this information among that funds, and we can, and also if the softwares find out the errors and give you, we can easily change that, especially in the variation kind of things. When your variation, main reason of the variation, that employer don't have the clear idea about the project, and he don't have the clear idea about the final output. When we give a clear idea about him regarding the 3D model and also the 4D planning. So according to in the 4D model, when you give, you can see videos. In that planning, they'll show that step by step how is building is going to this in a model, in a 3D model, and the time plan is going. So then he can understand also, then in this these positions, this building includes this kind of view. So if he doesn't have the money, so they'll know this view is okay. So I can sometimes, he may stop the job in that time, and he may have some other plannings. So he will not time to time come and change. If you give a detail about the in a graphical manner, give it to the employer. So those kind of advantages that we can get through these BIM 4D models. So here I have included some models. So these are some of the main recent completed projects. So the professionals and the industries accept that if there is if you are not invented, or if you if there is no any BIM, without BIM, these projects are impossible. Not only these three, there are more projects. I just for you, I have identified these 3 projects. If you don't know the BIM, if that professional don't know about the BIMs, they couldn't achieve this project, because nowadays you know that. So you may working with architects, and there are some architect students. They are thinking out of the box. They are thinking the different designs and different models, and you may can they are in the grid and other things. They are separating that different kind of models. So when they are submitting the different kind of models, that engineers also suffering to prepare the structural plan for that models. Same as the quantity surveys, because when they are giving these kind of uncommon figures and uncommon details, so you can't just measure with this Excel and this AutoCAD by drawing a sketch and with the rulers and with our traditional methods. Definitely we need the support of the BIM, and we have to move those things. So that's why I'm telling that not for this course, but for the requirement of the BIM, you need to develop your skill in the BIM for the future. So this is the way we are going to convert you. So I am told that I will give you the 2D model and the 3D model. For that drawing, we are going to prepare a schedule or the plan in this MS Project and Primavera. Then we will convert that to this 4D model with the time plan and construction. So this is our course pathway. So 3D models, so we are not going to do the 3D model and using the Revit. So there is, if you like, there's another course is going to this Technos, etc. regarding the 3D models on Revit. So I will directly give you the 3D model and the 2D CAD drawing for that model. And we will discuss and prepare a detailed plan for the MS Project and Primavera for that model. Once we complete that plan, we will convert that to the 4D BIM through this Navisworks as well as the BEXEL Manager. Why I'm going to cover these 4 softwares, because these are the most common softwares in these works. So if you know this any of software, you can without fear you can tell that you can handle the project. And also it's very easy to get the license for this kind of software, and there are other softwares it's very difficult to get the license. So now I'm going to tell this Navisworks and this BEXEL Manager. So this Navisworks and the BEXEL Managers are not the softwares for the modeling. So it is just analysis and softwares. So that means this is a real BIM software, because you can get the all that. Then if you are preparing drawings in the Revit, there's architect drawing, structural drawing, MEP drawings. We are getting all drawings in one place, and we are linking, and we can identify the class direction. You may have heard about the word, the class direction is the most important word in the BIM. So it will give the class direction. So in that time, we can find that where is the clashes, so we can inform to the particular designers, and we can change in that time. So there is no any issues in the coordination once completed. So this kind of, and Navisworks also doing that. There are main 3 parts we can do it through the Navisworks. One is the class direction, and it's the quantification. Also, you can do the quantification in the Navisworks. If you're having a 3D model, no need to much of time. Within a 5 to 6 minutes, we can take the complete quantity for the 3D models. So for that, we need some knowledge as a quantity survey knowledge we need regarding our method of measurements and what are the method of measurement applying. So those kind of these, the QS can handle an effective BOQ from this Navisworks or BEXEL Manager. So others don't know what is the procedures and the techniques to get a accepted BOQ, because this is a BIM software. Why we are telling this BIM software? If you preparing the model, they will in a Revit they will give that I am going to this wall is 225 millimeter walls, and they will paste. So that's the reasons the BIM is not change, that wall name and their size and the thickness will not change. So it directly convert to the softwares and get the quantities. So why in a systematic manner through the Navisworks Manage, we will get as a BOQ. So if you can't do those things in AutoCAD. AutoCAD, there is nothing called wall or roof or floor. There's no. All are calling line, layers, and everything. So you can't get the AutoCAD drawing to the Navisworks and can't measure. If you are getting the AutoCAD drawing, then you have to do the traditional 2D measurement method, drawing the line and everything. So the 3D advantage is that when the designers in the architect or structural engineer putting that column, then directly it will come to convert the quantity, and we can get the quantity from this Navisworks as the column details. So second one is the BEXEL Manager. So BEXEL Manager also we are doing the same, like when I told that MS Project and Primavera are doing the same task, but the interface has changed, same like Navisworks and the BEXEL Managers are doing same task, but the interface is totally different. So we are going to do once we prepare in MS Project, we are going to import those MS Project and Primavera schedules in the BEXEL Manager with our 3D models, and we have to plan the program and linking the program, and we'll do some changes. So sometimes there's a delay. When you do the changes in the MS Project or Primavera, auto the changes will update in this BEXEL Manager, because we have already connect those things. So that is the advantage of this BIM. So you may can see this kind of video. This model is prepared through a 3D software. So the architects Revit software. So what we did that already they did the program for this building. That is this program. So once we complete the program, they link this program with this model. So in here, in the top, you can see that in day by days when this moving, that in the model also they are showing that how this model is developing with the time plan. So it will give you a brief idea and a detailed idea how we can how the time and the models are developing. So we can show this to the employer and other parties regarding the improvement of the projects. So another things I told that the very important is that the claim manager as a quantity survey, you must know that. So for the some foreign companies, they are asking to do the delay analysis in this for the models, especially that here you can do that already if you are planned. So plan in here we are showing the actual, and if there is a delay, then we can click and we can identify auto. We don't have any works. Otherwise, if you are doing the delay analysis in the MS project, we need to number of studies. I had to go and again one and one check regarding the predecessors and the successors and the links, and we had to prepare a proper delay analysis. But this kind of software, you no need to do that. Do this one by one event. Auto it will show in which place there is a delay, and they will auto give you what is the delay event and in which position that delay event has occurred. So we have to only give the reason why that delay has occurred, and we have the additional days and what are the additional costs due to that delay, and everything will come in a beautiful and that acceptable view. So we can easily send this to the employer as well as the engineer, so they can easily get the idea and easily we can get our claim. So that's the reasons that if you know these kind of softwares, if you go and tell that, so I can do this softwares and I can do this delay analysis in this manner, and if you do this delay analysis in this manner, though you can easily get the claim. So your boss or this contractor will happy. So if you submit a report like this in this manner, definitely no one can challenge your reasons. So this is very clear and everything has included than preparing a delay analysis or claim management in this MS project. So finally, we are going to conduct in a very simple only 10 sessions. And in the first 7 session, I allocate for the project planning, MS project, as I told that phase 1. And the second session in the 4D BIM and the discussion part. And you may think that how can I do this in the 10 sessions? I told that I will give you the basic details and basic theory, and I will teach you how to apply those things. And finally, I will give you the additional notes. So this will that additional notes will be support for you while you are practicing. So because after these lectures, if you don't practice, you may have forgotten, but those videos and those lectures notes and those shortcuts will support you to using those softwares in the future. So that's all that is in my presentation. If you have any questions, you can ask now. And also yes, if you have any questions, you can ask from now.
Yes, thank you very much for your valuable presentation. I think all enjoyed your presentation, and it was really, really good and very simple. I think now they have understood what is value of learning these kind of software. As Captain Anujan mentioned, this will add you a value to uplift your profession in future. So I think you may have a lot of questions. If you have questions, please use the chat box. You can directly put a message in the chat box, or you can turn on your microphone and ask us directly. ඔයාලා මොනවාරි ප්‍රශ්න තියෙනවා නම් ඔයාලා chat box එක use කරන්න පුළුවන්. නැත්නම් ඔයාලා microphone එක on කරලා අපෙන් direct අහන්න පුළුවන්. මම හිතනවා මේක ඔයාලට ගොඩක් වැදගත් වෙයි කියලා. විශේෂයෙන්ම කැප්ටන් අනුජන් mention කරා වගේ මේක ඔයාලගේ කැරියර් එකට added advantage එකක් වෙනවා. කියන්නේ ඔයාලට delay analysis එකක් වගේ දෙයක් කරන්න දුන්නොත් එහෙම cognitive survey කෙනෙක් විදිහට ඉස්සරහට යද්දි ඔයාලා Excel එකකින් delay analysis එක කරන්න ගියොත් එහෙම මේක කැපිටල් අනුජන් කියපු විදිහට ගොඩක් ප්‍රීමියම් විදිහට අපිට දකින්න පුළුවන්. හැබැයි ඔයාලා ඊට වඩා ඉස්සරහට ගිහිල්ලා ඒකට BEXEL manager නැත්නම් Primavera වගේ software එකකින් delay analysis එකක් ඔයාලා present කරොත් එහෙම එතකොට ඔයාලගේ value එක වැඩි වෙනවා. quantitative survey කෙනෙක් විදිහට ඔයාලා දන්නේ නැති අපිට වැඩිපුරම consider කරන්න වෙන්නේ time efficiency එක, clarity එක සහ presentation. presentation කියන එක ඉතාම වැදගත්. අපිට කොච්චර දැනුම තිබ්බත් අපිට කොච්චර දක්ෂ වුණත් අපිට කොච්චර වේගෙන් වැඩ කරන්න උනත් ඒක නෙමෙයි අන්තිමට වැඩකට වෙන්නේ. අපි ඒ දේවල් ප්‍රසන්ට් කරන විදිහ. අපි අපේ බොස්ලාට නැත්නම් අපේ සුපීරියර්ස්ලාට දැනෙන විදිහට වඩාත් සවිස්තරාත්මකව සහ පිළිවෙලට අපි ප්‍රසන්ට් කරන්නේ. මේ ප්‍රසන්ටේෂන් ස්කිල්ස් වල දැන් මේ දැන් හදාගන්න. ඊට අමතරව දැන් මම පොඩි ඇඩ්වයිස් එකක් දෙන්නම් ඔයාලගේ ඉන්ඩස්ට්‍රි එකේ සර්වයිවල් ඉස්සරහට මොකද දැන් ගොඩාක් තරංකාරී environment එකක් තමයි ඉස්සරහට බිහි වෙන්නේ. රටේ තියෙන තත්ත්වෙත් සහ මිඩල් ඊස්ට් කන්ට්‍රීස් වල තියෙන තත්ත්වෙත් අනුව දැන් ගොඩාක් මම හිතන්නේ ජොබ් ඔපචුනිටිස් ඉන්නේ සෞදි වල. ඔයාලගේ LinkedIn එක හරියට හදාගන්න. ඒක ඉතාම වැදගත් වෙයි ඔයාලට කැරියර් එකේ ඉස්සරහට යද්දී. අපි කැරියර් එකේ ඉස්සරහට යද්දී අපි ජොබ් එක වැඩ කරද්දී අපේ ප්‍රසන්ටේෂන් වගේ එතකොට අපේ ස්කිල් එක මාකට් කිරීමක් විතරද වෙන්නේ. අපි ජොබ් එකකට යන්න කලින් අපේ තියෙන ස්කිල්ස් මොනවද සහ අපිට තියෙන knowledge එක මොනවද අපේ තියෙන capabilities මොනවද කියලා අපේ අපි recruit කරගන්න ඉන්න කට්ටිය දැනුවත් කරන්න තියෙන හොඳම platform එක තමයි LinkedIn. මම හිතන්නේ මේක ගැනත් ඔයාලා අවධානය යොමු කරයි කියලා මම හිතනවා. හරි එහෙනම් ඔයාලට ප්‍රශ්න තියෙනවා නම් ඔයාලා අහන්න. මම හිතනවා මෙතන සමහර මගේ ස්ටුඩන්ට්ස්ලාත් කීප දෙනෙක් ඉන්නවා කීප මගේ ස්ටුඩන්ට්ස්ලා ඔයාලා එයාලගෙන් දැනගන්න පුළුවන් අපි කොහොමද සෙෂන්ස් ඕගනයිස් කරලා අපි ලෙක්චර්ස් ඩිලිවර් කරන්නේ අපි අපේ වගකීම කොහොමද ඉෂ්ට කරන්නේ කියලා. ඒක නිසා ඔයාලට ඒ කට්ටියකින් අහලා දැනගන්න පුළුවන් අපේ ඉගැන්වීම සම්බන්ධ සහ මම හිතනවා මේ දැනුම ඔයාලට ඉතා වැදගත් වෙයි කියලා ඔයාලගේ කැරියර් එකෙන් ඉස්සරහට යන්න සහ ජොබ් ඔපචුනිටිස් වලට යන්න. ඒක නිසා මම හිතනවා මේක ඔයාලා හොඳට පිළිවෙලට ෆලෝ කරයි මේ knowledge එක ගනි. මේ knowledge එක තුලින් ඔයාලා ඉස්සරහට යයි කියලා. මේ course එක ඉවර වුණාට පස්සේ අපි certificate එකක් ගන්නවා. Once you have finished the course we will give you a certificate. Before that Captain Anujan will give you assignment. Once you complete that assignment, you can get the certificate from us. So CCI's Private Limited is a registered company in Sri Lanka. So don't worry about the validity of the certificate. So with my signature and Captain Anujan's signature, it added value to that certificate. So if you have further questions, you can put a message in the chat box. So you can directly ask from me. I will share the registration link with you all. Then you can register to our course. Then we will send you all the details via mail. So I will send you registration link. And also I can send this registration link via your senior most or batch representative in WhatsApp. Then you can just click on the registration link, then you can register to this course. So any questions? I see some students of mine. Kalhar, yes. Nikon. Yeah, very good. Then okay. If you have any question, please feel free to ask now. No question. Okay. Okay, then I will share my මම මගේ ෆෝන් නම්බර් එක ඔයාලත් එක්ක ෂෙයා කරන්න. ඔයාලට මොන ප්‍රශ්න තියෙනවා නම් මට WhatsApp එකෙන් අහන්නත් පුළුවන්. ඔයාලට කෝල් කරලා අහන්නත් පුළුවන්. අපේ link එකේ register වෙන්න මේ course එකට. මම හිතනවා මේක ඔයාලගේ ඉස්සරහට ඉතාම වැදගත් වෙයි කියලා. මොකද අපි යන්නේ ඉස්සරහට මේ construction projects වල තියෙන problems නිසා project stop වෙලා තියෙනවා. ඊට පස්සේ අලුතෙන් construction project පටන් ගනිද්දී මේ දේවල් සම්බන්ධව දැනගෙන සිටීම ඉතාම වැදගත්. ඊට අමතරව ඔයාලා විදේශයන්හි රැකියාවට යන්න බලාපොරොත්තු වෙනවා නම් building information modeling විශේෂයෙන් මේ Navisworks කියන software එක. මොකද BIM 360 තමයි ගොඩක් රටවල පාවිච්චි වෙන BIM management platform එක. එතකොට ඔයාලා ඒක BIM management platform එකේ ගොඩක් වැදගත් වෙන software එකක් තමයි Navisworks කියන අපි Revit වලින් කරපු model එකක් අපිට quantify කරන්න නම් අපි අනිවාර්යෙන් Navisworks දැනගෙන ඉන්න ඕනේ. ඊට අමතරව අපි project simulation එකක් හදන්න මම හිතන්නේ කැප්ටන් අනුජන් ඔයාලට පෙන්නපු වීඩියෝ එකේ හැටියට අපිට පුළුවන් construction program එක link කරන්න මේ code BIM software එකත් එක්ක. එතකොට ඒ program එක simulate වෙනවා. කියන්නේ අපි උදාහරණයක් විදිහට අපිට මාසෙන් මාසෙට බෙදන්න පුළුවන් නම් construction project එකේ තියෙන work flow එක අපිට timeline එක යන්නේ ඒ construction එක BIM මට්ටමේ ඉඳගෙන අවසානය වෙනකන් finish වෙන simulation එකක් ඔයාලට බලා ගන්න පුළුවන් මේ Navisworks software එක තුලින්. හරි ඔයාලා මොනවද ප්‍රශ්න තියෙනවා නම් ඔයාලට අහන්න පුළුවන්. මගේ ටෙලිෆෝන් නම්බර් එක තියෙනවා. අපේ email address එක තියෙනවා. ඔයාලට email through දැනගන්න පුළුවන්. තව එක දෙයක් අපේ BIM competition එකක් තියෙනවා. ඒ කියන්නේ අපි essay competition එකක් තියෙනවා. මම ඒක නත් ඔයාලට අන්ති දැනුවත් කිරීමක් කරන්නම්. මම ඒකේ flyer එක ඔයාලට share කරන්නම්. අපේ ඔයාලගේ representative through මේ competition එකෙන් win කරන කට්ටියට අපි discounts දෙන අපේ course එකේ මම ඒ flyer එකත් ඔයාලට share කරන්නම්. හරි එහෙනම් thank you very much for joining this session. අපි ගොඩක් ඔයාලගේ කාලය නාස්ති ගන්න බලාපොරොත්තු වෙන්නේ නැහැ. We don't want to waste your time because time is very valuable thing. And I will share the registration link via your representatives. Then you can register to our course and obtain further details regarding the course. We will share you course books and all. So thanks again. Have a good night and stay safe and stay positive because this is very bad time to live your young life. එහෙනම් ගොඩක් ස්තුතියි සෙෂන් එකට ආවට ඔයාලගේ වැඩිපුර කාලය වටිනා කාලය මේකට වැය කරාට. It's over to you, Captain Anujan. You can address your students and yeah.
Thank you, Tilna, and thank you once again. And thank you for all to listen this presentation for 1 year. And I think, and I'm not asking you to come and join to this course, but I am giving a small advice, and I'm giving that think about the long run. And if you find any other courses, also please develop your skills and always thinking that rather than the quantity service, we need to develop our skills, especially in this kind of softwares, because now with the softwares giving to work easily, so we can't do the measurements in this traditional method and doing the other management in the traditional method. So we have to develop our skills. So I am requesting you to whatever the things, I'm not asking you to join this course, but any the other course, there are a number of courses, a number of videos in the YouTube, a number of articles in the internet. Just refer in your free time and develop your skills, and yours can become the best in good universities, so you will get a good future. So develop your skills and achieve those things. And thank you. Good night.
Okay, good night, Captain Anujan, and it is very good advice to develop your skills in order to survive in future industry. Okay, thank you very much and good night. Bye bye. We will meet in our course. Hina හැමෝටම සුබ රාත්‍රියක්. අපි course එකේදී